helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. Penmanship with a tight grip to let me rip off of the tip and flip your wig in the zip. Crushing obstacles to the true particle, underline article, real unique for you to marvel. In a manner to teach, able to reach by the way I preach from the pulpit. I get you open through my gift of speech for everyday people. Arrested development, treated unequal amongst the system so feeble. Either saving us or doing us to just we all trust will empower us because it's a must to handle tasks accordingly, morally through the inscripted poetry shared vocally victoriously, like screaming champions addressing the mood and opinion, not for the attention but for the feeling, the greatness dimension, achieving the prize through how I analyze and exercise my creativity to deliver and surprise. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. The total everything in one sum will equal a great amount of wisdom given out on the random conversation on what I gained to stock within this brain, building up more to contain in each of my veins. Pumping regenerated plasma from my heart matter to continue chapters of all that I have to gather during changing seasons with a conscious reason to shed light like a beacon for what you've been seeking. By an MC who can crush tracks annually, popping up like a canopy, rising to the top gradually to be considered to rock your arena from here to Pasadena. Picture perfect at Kodak Theater, live on stage distributing lines off of the page that will make the crowd go and rage. They will be moved to a new direction while I'm supplying answers to all of their questions. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking afloat with a better hope. Play live. Provoke your mind, Slakeman. OOTC. Straight from the flesh, it's one of the best to make you digest what is thrown in the process. To suggest a couple of things, such a ring, a few bells to cling like a gang, or for what I bring to move you to swing. From the organic material down to the cereal, creating immaculate miracles, non-typical than the common denominator. My rhyme's greater, leaving a mark like a crater, only by the use of paper laid on the hard surface for the purpose to make the worthless know that they worth it when I unearth it. But my broad text, I'll direct it to understanding, they'll gain in context, examining it to correct mistakes, stuff from the past that made the motion crash. Finally, at last, getting picked to raise the glass. A celebration of their anticipation for real education shared to start stimulation. You're listening to strong leadership, properly equipped to keep you on this trip. Once you aboard the ship, taking the ride to provide a way to reach the other side on a smooth glide. You're listening to strong leadership, properly equipped to keep you on this trip. Once you aboard the ship, taking the ride to provide a way to reach the other side on a smooth glide. Ready to prove on grooves that I'm coming in, prelude to handle the miscues that might have diffused the ship to take off. I took a break off to fix what didn't jump off and make sure I really blast off over and above, bringing the flood, molding pottery from the mud. I'm reshaping your spirit with a better love. That's my probable cause to literate my parts and moving these jaws to make your mind go in oars. Like no, he did it, become more committed to show he's gifted from how he with it, what he spitted so terrific. Out of nowhere, seeming to care and dare playing the position from a distance yet close to your ear. If you take a listen from my formatted rhythm, I'll be able to unlock you from that mental prison. Through my guidance and key upon the map for you to see how I can solve your mysteries by my raps. You're listening to strong leadership, properly equipped to keep you on this trip. Once you aboard the ship, taking the ride to provide a way to reach the other side on a smooth glide. You're listening to strong leadership, properly equipped to keep you on this trip. Once you aboard the ship, taking the ride to provide a way to reach the other side on a smooth glide.
Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close.
Off the Richter scale, I got the intel. You should in hell, gaining substance to excel and do well. I never dwell to make you fail, just to tell stories in detail. Faster than email from this physical shell. Broadcasted from Solomon, Juno kicking it like judo. As the boss, no Hugo, just extra points to the free throw. Straight from my people in the form non-lethal but infinite. To produce more sequels touching each one of you. Being seen, my teaching, I don't believe in what you're receiving. Catching the air, breathing is non-deceiving. With proper reason and spice stuff for the season to get a plate while you're reaching for a better meaning. I give you all of that on every track to impact the strength you've been holding back to react and to act. From the contact, hearing my disc compact. Your DJ suspend the wax eject for me, in fact.
Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close.
Open-minded to define it. I rhyme it to be the ultimate king omnipotent, so you rewind it. Define it in my wit for a bit. I'll spit so eloquent as the word specialist is evident. Like Dana Copperfield and prophetic. Doing magic that's majestic. My skills athletic. Do poetics. Taking all the credit. Proofreading to the edit. So the masses won't forget it. Passing logic while going brolic over beats. No matter the topic, I can rock it off the socket. Blowing speakers with the potenita. I get the run because I'm too eager to greet ya. With the gifts in hand to make you understand what I put in plan from this simple command. Written by this African American. Sharing some thoughts on another hand. As I let my pen land off of this man.
Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close.
Elevated on the greater plane, my matter contains a lot worth within the brain to refrain from the nonsense, my proper guidance and reliance of the creator to the universal science, giving me the ability to preach prosperity for the ones who hear me, sharing in humility. Truthfully, it's all I can be as an entity for some divinity to make use of me, pointing out some better directions for all who's lost at the intersection, in doubt, second guessing their own gut feeling, who recognize the messages to healing through how I'm revealing my real intention about a literal description, birth to a mission that plans to uphold traditions from the past in the present for the future. I have a lesson plan to educate you as a tutor.
Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Fuck the beat up. They not close.
Lyve on the Lyve and Dyrek show right here on RiverWestRadio.com. That is Yeshua off the Acknowledgement mixtape, remix of Yahshua. Inspiration, off of the Know Ye Will, Scholastic, off of Acknowledgeable. So I'm just looking at the tracks, I'm figuring out what I didn't play. The entrance, you know, definitely a lot of songs that I played. I got a catalog and I'm gonna keep, you know, promoting my material the best way I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the opportunity RiverWestRadio.com has given Lyve and the Lyve and Dyrek show to do what he needs to do, cause I got some good music, clean and edited for the kids, you know what I'm saying? With a good message, positive, that the people really need to hear, and hopefully uplift them through all they go through. So keep checking out for me. I don't even know right now. Let me give it, you know, to all the people that's listening. Much respect to the River West neighborhood, UWM students, you know, MSOE, Marquette, whoever you all over here. Keep me locked in every Sunday, 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. 1 hour show. Playing nothing but me, since, you know what I mean? That's what I can do. Also, for anybody that's listening out of state, much love and respect. Thank you. You know, you can check out this also on podcast, on the website. They have this archive, the Lyve and Dyrek show. I'm sure it's going to be a whole lot of downloads on that real soon. Much respect. I'm going to play one more song off of the Know Ye Will. It was kind of like an introduction type of joint. So I'm going to play that, and the show's done. You know, hit me up next week, same time, same place. You know what I'm saying? Lyve and Dyrek here with your boy Quay Live on RiverWestRadio.com. You know, let's keep it moving. I'm ready. Okay. Hey, yo, check it. Exalted in orbit, you forfeit off the coordinates, because thou forced it to support it at your role subordinate. By my elaborate establishment, these words will impact a bit through the tactics abstract. You can't imagine it. Overhearing is appearing out of some absence, clearing up what you mishearing with better accuracy upon blast off, sitting in cloth material to make the ride soft. Witness the miracle relaxing in your loft. Buy a better program to show your fam really who I am. No hologram, prepare for these exams. Massive amounts I can't overcount. It's infinite without a doubt. The pout and shouts I share what I'm about. Bringing forth greater encryptions on paper. I major with lines to savor as a true rhyme creator, delivering more than these passages amongst the culture full of savages, only screaming about cabbages. When the acres reach out in the vastness, I teach the classes how to understand what I write between the dashes, full of different variations of vegetation sprouting up by exhalation, breathing for respiration. You can call this fresh air to inhale and take care of you while I give and share this without causing despair. In no world promoting chaos, I toss that spirit of being lost to illuminate through the gloss as my only purpose to announce poetics on this bounce and denounce anything against by all accounts, developing a safer way for the children to play without worries of bullets hitting them in disarray. Nuclear forecast, get ready for the blast that's about to flash before your eyelash. Getting the nonsense, bring it back to conscious, flow clear and honest, shine and polish. Truth to the heart, speaking about the parts of life in the form of art. As soon as I place some mark on the loose leaf, share my grief and pain, that's my relief. Just for a brief segment equated on the clock, using alphabet blocks for joints that knock the whole flock. A muster residential, a suites presidential. I plan to show you what I got in this mental. Creating the productions, causing flaming combustions to make loud eruptions rising in a mushroom form. Way beyond the norm. Once I turn the button on, I'm coming with a boom. 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 Now here comes the acid rain, sparking up the octane, causing explosions off the frame. More bodies to claim, hurting the main. Doing all rearranging the game to what it was. Sip one plane with my own lane. I learn what I gain. While most of y'all not thinking the same. See where we put the shame from this focus to obtain. My sprain off the plane, acres in the ranch, 4 out of Maine. Or a boat traveling the coast of Spain. Sailing the Mediterranean, just me and my dame doing a thing harder than the hit from a crane, really against the grain. I can show you a few things once you bang me and your system, you'll see what it contains. Non-stop intake to your brain every time you see the name Quay Live, you know it's that flame. Coming with a boom, coming with a boom.